One of the big finances of the film industry, so he saw it with his family and all that. कहता सुरेश जी फिल्म तो मुझे अच्छी लगी है, लेकिन ये जो हीरो है ना इसको चेंज कर दो। तो जो फिल्म रिलीज वहां पर हुई in some bloody obscure theater in the middle of at the edge of town यार, साला समुद्र के पास है, साला अर्थ को क्या समुद्र में गिर जाए साला। तो हमने कहा चलो यार देखने चलते हैं। नेचुरली रिएक्शन क्या है वो देखनी है ना। साहब हम वहाँ खड़े हुए हैं और हमारा तो दिल धक 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 कि कितने टिकट बिकते हैं, अब ऑडियंस रिस्पॉन्स कहाँ पर है। Then one of the girls said, "How cute he is." I said, "राजू अपनी फिल्म हिट हो गई।"
हम सिनेमा देखने में तल्लीन थे।
बादशाह बहुत ताकत दिखा रहे थे।
फिल्म शुरू हो गई,
अगर मैं तुम्हारे लिए नहीं
इंटरवल होने वाला है।
One of the big finances of the film industry, so he saw it with his family and all that. तो ये तो क्या ना कि प्राइवेट स्क्रीनिंग है यार, तो उनके लिए मजे, वो भी अपना PR करते हैं, अपने सब दोस्त यारों को बुला लेते हैं, इनकम टैक्स ऑफिसर को बुला लेते हैं कि जो फिल्म देखते हैं, नई फिल्म निकल रही है, आ जाओ आकर देख लो। उनका PR हो जाता है, उनका कोई इंटेंशन तो है नहीं खरीदने का, हाँ, पर क्या मुफ्त की PR अपने वो इन लॉज को बुला लिया, मिस्ट्रेसेस को बुला लिया, IT ऑफिसर को बुला लिया, तो उनको ओबलाइज कर दिया कि आपको फिल्म दिखा दी जो अभी निकलने वाली है। तो एक ने मुझे कहा, कहता सुरेश जी फिल्म तो मुझे अच्छी लगी है, लेकिन ये जो हीरो है ना इसको चेंज कर दो। Can I give you money to reshoot the film? I said it's not possible. Yeah, you know how much it takes to shoot a film, yaar, reshoot a film again, all over again. And then also you don't know whether this guy meant it or not meant it. वो क्या पता, सारा शुरू कर दें, उसके पैसा दे दे, उसका सारा पैसा बंद कर दे, क्या मालूम, इनको पता थोड़ी होता है। These guys are bloodless, you see. ये तो इनका धंधा भी ब्याज खाना है, naturally. That's the business, yeah. That's how they raise their families, So it's nothing personal, Bombay first, 3 theaters. वो भी एक कहानी है. All India Radio has a building auditorium in Bombay near the महाराष्ट्र असेंबली बिल्डिंग, नरीमन पॉइंट, हाँ। तो मुझे इन्होंने कहा, राष्ट्रीय वालों ने, कहते सुरेश जी वहां पर उनसे हमने बात करी है, दैट ऑडिटोरियम इज ओनली यूज्ड वंस इन अ व्हाइल, बाकी सारा टाइम बंद रहता है। They're very creative. People don't know this kind of, what goes into all this. It's a whole machine. So all our art fund wallahs, the assholes, didn't appreciate. I appreciated it. You see, because it's a whole machine, it's a whole network. उन्होंने कहा जी हमारी उनसे बात हो गई है, वो हमें 2 शो देने को तैयार है, और हम चाहते हैं कि इसको पहले हम वहां रिलीज करें। Never heard of before. Look at the 3 शो देते हैं, regular shows are 3. 12 बजे normally they used to show some other film. A new film is to be 3 shows. 3:30, 6:30 and 9:30, or 3, 6, 9. तो अगर आप ये मैंने कहा देखिए ये बात है कि आपको पता है, I do not know how it works. Though of course I said आप वहाँ तो कोई भी नहीं जाता। कहते देखिए सुरेश जी बात है कि I had sold most of India already to them. मेरे तो पैसा जेब में आ गया ना, मेरे तो कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन जेब में आ गई मेरे तो। I said सर ये तो then this prestige also यार, तो क्या सारी बंडल फिल्म है, 2 शो के लिए वहाँ लगा दिए जहाँ कोई भी नहीं जाता, सारा बस स्टॉप भी नहीं वहाँ पर है। हमने कहा सर नहीं, I'm not very happy about it, but then if that's what you think needs to be done, needs to do it. इन्होंने वहां रिलीज करी. I still remember the first show. 3:30 and 6:30. No, 3:30 and 6:30. No, 6:30 and 9:30. Anyway, no, 3:30 and 6:30. No, 9:30. तो जो फिल्म रिलीज वहां पर हुई in some bloody obscure theater in the middle of at the edge of town यार. साला समुद्र के पास है साला. अर्थ को क्या समुद्र में गिर जाए साला वो थिएटर. तो my production manager Rajiv Suri, himself is a producer, you know, he's made a film with Amitabh Bachchan. His family is a producer, you know. तो हमने कहा चलो यार देखने चलते हैं. Naturally रिएक्शन क्या है वो देखनी है ना. साहब हम वहाँ खड़े हुए हैं और हमारा तो दिल धक 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 कि कितने टिकट बिकते हैं. Would you believe it? सारे बिक गए साले. 300 टिकट सारे बिक गए. हमने कहा ये तो मजा आ गया. बिक तो गए. अब ऑडियंस रिस्पॉन्स कहाँ पर है? तो हम वहाँ चले गए. Stand in the back of the balcony, you know, watching for the audience response. Basically watching because it's a comedy, satire. Basically watching कि भाई लोग हंस भी रहे हैं कि नहीं हंस रहे हैं. और ये हीरो के बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं, हीरो के बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं. वो there were some college girls, वो balcony में बैठी हुई थी. तो वो आपस में comments कर रही हैं, दे रही हैं. So they were laughing at all the places we want them to laugh. हमने कहा यार ये मैं दिल में सोचा कहा यार ये तो बात बन गई है लगता है. Then one of the girls said, "How cute he is." ऐसे राजू अपनी फिल्म हिट हो गई. मुझे भी तो क्या राजू अपनी फिल्म हिट हो गई साली. हमने समझा कि they'll be offended by that. अगर ऑनली लुकिंग फेल हो ना वो तो यू नो दे यूज शशि कपूर ना लेना यार. बेचारा कहाँ मोबाइल बजा रहा है. लोअर मिडिल क्लास गाम देवी यू नो. और साहब वहां से जो वो फिल्म चली उसने फिर चली फिल्म ने एक थिएटर और खोला. फिर एक थिएटर और लगाया. करते करते ये फिल्म was in 3 theaters in Bombay simultaneously. Of course, small capacity theaters. You know, there were not these multiplexes yet, but there was one group of theater in Worli. There were 3 theaters. One was again 300-seater. And then they put one theater that Shantaram used to use in Dadar Plaza. That was a regular size theater. तो पहले इन्होंने वहाँ से तो फिर ये वहाँ पर इन्होंने फिल्म लगा दी. फिर वो फिल्म चल पड़ी. This story I never told anybody. I don't know that I should. Anyway, so the FFC used to have the contract for that theater actually. Film Finance Corporation. तो क्या है कि मुझे एक दिन का फोन आ गया राष्ट्रीय वालों का. सुरेश जी प्लीज आप आ सकते हैं सर. मैंने कहा आ जाएंगे. I live nearby. Now my flat was almost just same road as theirs, you know, in Worli. ऐसे बात है कि they are saying कि हमें थिएटर चाहिए एक दिन के लिए. और एक बार ये फिल्म इंटरप्ट हो गई तो again you can't pick up the audience again. So the chairman was somebody called B.K. Karanjia. He used to be the editor of a Indian Express group paper, called Screen. No, Screen कहते कहाँ गए थे बेकार. His brother was the famous R.K. Karanjia, Blitz. Blitz was this very leftist paper, and you know, it was like this bold paper, you know, with writing anti-government things and all that. So he says, "Sir, आप जाके बात करिए करंजिया साहब से." हमारा तो ये है कि our business, this thing, we cannot offend them. 70 Times of India building at Boribandar, and I went to meet Kanija was very, very kind of arrogant kind of. Later became a very good friend, by the way. He was a very nice man. Yes. I said, this is what it is. I'm producer Rajnigandha. Okay. So this is what it is. That the film is running and you want it back. We don't want to stop the film. So I said, sir, you know that once the film is stopped there, it will not run again. It was the only theatre at that time. The other two were not there. He says, no, this is our contract with Air India. With AIR. Given they want the theatre, we'll give it to them. And you have to vacate it. I said, sir, please, Filmfare editors. He was editor of Filmfare. I said, Mr. Karanjia, you are such a veteran film person. You know what's going to happen to us. And I'm also hot-tempered now. Gussa bhi chal raha tha. No. I said, we're not going to stop it. No, then he says, we are press. He literally said that, we're threatening, we're press. I said, you may press and all that. I said, I'm going to go to the press and I'm going to do a dharna outside the theatre. I'm not going to stop the film. So he backed out. Later on, he became a good friend of mine. Because the thing is that the press was very kind. And now the art cinema movement was such shit, They made such fucking crap. It was a fraud, you see. Because you had all these stupid, untalented people who, because they were part of a certain group, leftist group, unko paisa milta tha. Look at Korean cinema, what happened. Do you know when Katha won the national award? So Delhi used to be, Delhi always used to have the film festival, there was now in Goa. So it was, of course, there was a section called Panorama. It was shown there. And ये क्या मैं 80s की बात कर रहा हूँ ना, 83 I think, 83 or 81, I forget the name now. Anyway, so we used to sort of spend our time, watching that was the only way you could watch films, foreign films, either film club or festival. The only one festival in the whole. I mean, you guys are so lucky. You can watch the entire bloody world cinema, wherever, on OTT platforms. We could only watch world cinema on film clubs which had old 16mm prints. So 10 साल के बाद आते थे. Or in film festivals. So in our when there were film festivals, the halls were always full of filmmakers. Mr. Ray and his son, Sandeep, used to always sit in the right aisle, in the middle right aisle, in the right side. I think 6 seats behind the screen, from the 6 rows, 7 rows. And we started to watch every film because हमें तो फिर मौका नहीं मिलेगा ना खरीदने का. So for us, it was really a festival. Because that was the only time we'll get to watch foreign cinema. We ain't going to get the current foreign cinema at all. तो अभी तक मुझे याद है, a Korean film came, documentary on making kimchi. साली 2 घंटे की फिल्म, हमारी हालत खराब हो गई यार. But then we also had this respect for filmmakers because we knew that our film can always go into the dabba. Because I'm going into the dabba, कोई खरीदता नहीं था फिल्मों को. इसलिए we respected everybody. We used to sit through. I think that was the first time a Korean film was ever shown at an international film festival in Delhi. And look at where Korean cinema is today. The Korean serials The Korean cinema is the biggest shit in the world. Look at where we are today. Aruna Vasudev, my friend, she started a cinema film festival, huh? So she started a film magazine. So she promoted Korean cinema at that time. Korean cinema is not more than 80s. Before the 80s, you search on Google, there was no Korean cinema known to the world. No Korean film had come to a major international film festival like Cannes or Berlin. They were the main two ones at that time, Toronto was not there. Venice, these three. Cannes, Berlin, and Venice, I think in the 70s, you will find no mention of Korean cinema anywhere in world cinema. Look at where they have reached today. Iranian cinema came even later. And in fact, took inspiration from us. Well, of course, my mother was very happy. She saw her name, Devi Chitra, and all that. I projected. She was on a wheelchair at that time, so I rented a projector and I projected downstairs, on the screen. Then she could also see Rana. Then she passed away. So then she knew. I said, they knew there was a career in cinema, but it was not respected. Literally, log pata hai, they have known you for 3 generations. Marwadis, huh? What they used to see at the airport, they used to turn their eyes कि कहीं तुम उसको उनको पहचान ना लो, कि उनको हेलो करनी ना पड़ जाए तुम्हारे साथ. See, from there to here, it's only 40 years. 2 generations. 1 generation is 20 years. Yeah? Literally, I'm telling you, literally, यहाँ के सुनर के जो हैं, जो हमारे रिश्तेदार जो हैं, हम दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट जा रहे हैं बम्बई का टिकट फ्लाइट पकड़ने के लिए, वो they are watching in my direction and they suddenly turn their face away. कि साला कहीं हमसे पहचान करके बात ना करने शुरू कर दे. Then she knew because the Hindi press covered it very, very much, na. So then they used to bring to her all the Hindi writings of my films, So that way she was very intelligent, Then you knew that I was mentioned in the press and the film was mentioned in the press. People are praising the film. It's got a Filmfare award, You're a total surprise, yaar. I was in Calcutta at that time. I think I had already spoken to Mr. Ray. So Metro में लगी हुई थी film. Metro was like the beauty cinema of the world. Metro Calcutta, and Metro Bombay. ये 2 Metro cinemas ना. ये Metro Golden में नहीं MGM उनके cinema बनाए हुए थे तो वहाँ चल रही थी film. Houseful, every day houseful. So my nephew had an office nearby there, तो मेरे nephew का phone, वहाँ दफ्तर में phone आता है उसका. From somebody's on the phone. He said, "Acha." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Rashtriya people have called, and Rajnigandha has got the Filmfare award for the best film." I said, "हो ही नहीं सकता." Because Filmfare award was famous. Because Filmfare award was nominated by the reader. It was well known in the industry कि ये लोग actor, music directors वगैरह ना copies खरीद के खुद पर्ची भर के वहाँ दे देते थे. It was an open secret. If you go at that time, open secret, you can research this and get that. The open secret in the industry कि साला Filmfare award चाहिए ना, जाके Filmfare खरीद लो और उसको पर्ची भर के भेज दो, उनको वोट करके भेज दो, मिल जाएगी. मैंने कहा सुनील, हमने तो एक भी नहीं वोट भेजी अपने लिए. I made him go from his air-conditioned office on a hot day to buy Times of India from some mile away in his car. मुझे लेके आओ. कहते राशि, मैंने कहा मैं तो बिलीव ही नहीं करता. तुम जाके मुझे अखबार लेके आओ, मैं खुद पढ़ के फिर उसका बिलीव करूंगा. Sure enough, on the front page it was. See, देने को शतरंज के खिलाड़ी ना. See, that was a leap, na. Industry was stunned. I mean, I was stunned. The entire world was stunned. What is this guy doing? Then I got Gandhi. Then Katha, unfortunately, I got stuck because it was basically my stupidity. That Katha को ना वो distribution में फंस गई वो फिल्म. पर वो क्या था ना, anyway, that's another story altogether. We'll talk about some other day.